Hello, my name's Stephen Carr, and I'd like to welcome you back to our SketchUp cooking class, working with kitchen cabinets. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the sink into the counter, add the faucet, bring in the range and the range hood, and then we're going to adjust the window to suit, and we're going to look at adding special materials, working on some accessories. So I'm going to just move this sink. I'm going to try to grab it on the underside, not the top side. Just move it onto the counter. It's the same for the faucet. Just move the faucet basically just on top. Select the faucet, and I'll just try to move that up just from the bottom to the top. Okay, so I'm just going to be concerned with the sink for now. I guess I can move them both into close positions. If I click on here, I should be able to move the faucet so that it's basically in the center, close enough. And I'll just select the sink. And I'll just move that so that it is basically in the center as well. Again, I'm trying really to keep everything in the X and the Y axes. I'm just going to move this over here. Just trying to get the sink to line up with this side. Just a bit of a balancing act here. And now I'm just going to move them back. Again, so they're close to the middle. And that should be fine. Now the problem that we have is that we have a top here, inside here. And so this we need to have a hole here. So we should be able to right click, interface with model, and then I should be able to just delete that. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Right click, interface with model, and select that and delete that. And that sets up the sink location. So you can try that on your own. It takes a little bit of work sometimes, but it should work. We now need to move the range and the range hood into position, and you'll see there'll be a few problems with doing that. So if I move this from let me just select these again. I'm going to move them and trying to find the midpoint in here. So this works pretty good for the range. It's a little bit tight in here. One side's a little bit tighter than the other, so I'm just going to try to move it out and then just move it back. So I've got a bit of gap between the two of them. That's pretty good. But I do have a bit of a problem with the range hood. So I'm going to just select the range hood, and I'm just going to move this back to here, which is good. Now, again, I probably need to center this a little bit better. So again, I'm just going to try to get it close. And now in order to get it to fit, I need to edit this, and with my push-pull, just move that just a little bit, and that one should be there as well. So that should work out pretty good. Now if I wanted to, I could put a I could put a cupboard over top, or I could even just put a vent hood or a vent exhaust pipe up here. I'm just going to, actually I'll just do to midpoint, and then I could just draw a circle here. And I'll just pull that up to, which would end up being my ceiling height. Okay, so this is sets this up pretty good. Again, you can play with this. This takes, first time you do it, it may take a little bit of practice, but once you've done it a few times, you'll be good. So I'm just going to turn my walls on, and you can, oh, I got to get new cabinets. This doesn't fit. Actually, it does fit. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit my walls, and I'm just going to push-pull my wall to match here, and push-pull my wall to match here, so now my opening for my window will work here. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to add some finishes to my fridge, and we like to work with stainless steel a little bit sometimes. Just turn off my walls, make it a little bit easier to get at this. So if I look at my materials, and then I look at metals, generally what we do is we try to work with this corrugated shiny surface here. So when I put it on here, it doesn't really look all that good, but if we go in here and click on that surface and right click, we can make a unique texture. Sorry. Okay, I'm trying to, well, there's a texture adjustment tool here, and I'm just trying to find it. This is making it unique, so it's changing, it's just changing the texture, so I don't want to do that. There we go, texture. Now I have a position. So with the position tool, I can actually kind of just grab, I can twist it around. I can actually grab this guy, and this one is kind of cool because it allows me to change the way the actual material looks. So you can see that that's kind of a little bit more of a realistic texture. So I can say done. And so now if I eyedropper this, I should be able to do the same thing for the other faces as well. So this just makes it a little bit more unique. Hopefully a little bit more fun. And you could work with each one if you wanted to, but you've got this gives you, I think, a really nice looking finish for that. So of course we could also do the same thing for our hood. And again, right click, texture, position. So I think that's pretty nice. I think that gives it a good effect. Eyedropper this. Try working on the other surfaces. Same thing for this one. Round surface is going to be interesting here. I don't know what we can do. I'll try to see if I can. Might have a little bit of trouble here. I can't get the because it's a round surface, it's probably not going to work. Okay, that's fine. This gives us an idea. That sort of completes this part. We'll look at creating accessories in our next tutorial, so thank you very much.